It was strange, silly, almost forgotten. A Beatles track buried deep in the vault, half comedy sketch, half jazz experiment. But decades later, one passionate fan would bring it back into the light and help give it a second life. Recorded in bits and pieces between 1967 and 1969, You Know My Name, Look Up the Number, was pure Beatles absurdity. John loved it. Paul thought it was genius in its own weird way. Brian Jones from the Rolling Stones even played sax on it. But it never made an album. Instead, it sat on a B-side, tacked onto the single for Let It Be, then disappeared into obscurity, until one superfan named Mitch McGeary dug into the track. He pieced together its twisted recording history, shared rare demos, wrote passionate essays, and people listened. Suddenly, You Know My Name was no longer just a forgotten B-side. It was a cult classic, a surreal Beatles masterpiece ahead of its time. Thanks to fans like Mitch, it got reissued on Anthology 2. It got played on Beatles radio specials. It even got covered by tribute bands. A song that had once been left in the dark was now making people laugh, sing, and wonder. Because even in the strangest corners of the Beatles' legacy, there's brilliance waiting to be rediscovered. Sometimes all it takes is one fan to hear the magic.